Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Like a cover charge at a flea market. It's the Audience of One show on Conroe's 106.1 and 104.5 FM, streaming on irlonestar.com and available wherever you tend to get your podcasts from. On today's show, we discuss reviving wildlife, competitive rock skipping, and an entire country being run by Discord. I am Andrew, maestro of the run sheet, next to the guy whose family banned him from eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's Dick. I want to test the metal detectors. Schisler.
Yeah, you got to make sure you can get by.
What can I get away with today? How'd you celebrate this week, buddy?
Was I supposed to celebrate this week?
You didn't celebrate this week?
What was it?
Tuesday was National Guacamole Day. I just figured you'd be celebrating the treasure that is smushed and smothered avocados. I put it on everything. Put it on my eggs, my dinner.
I put avocados in everything.
Maybe I put it on myself.
Not guac. Hey, you look like one of those body guac guys.
Body guac? What is that?
It's good for the skin.
That's what I'm saying. I put it on myself. No, apparently this past Tuesday was National Guacamole Day. So,
Well, wasn't it Texas Independence or not Mexican Independence?
happy Guac Day to everyone who observes. I don't know. When Texas Independence? What's that?
No, Mexican Independence. I think it was this week.
Oh, yes. Which is not Cinco de Mayo, by the way.
Yeah.
Most people get those two confused. Cinco de Mayo that's a day for the Americans to celebrate. Yeah, in Mexican Independence, yes. I believe that was this week as well.
Yeah.
Which may or may not have coincidentally coincided with National Guacamole Day. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Who?
You know, Dick, I thought I would eventually reach an age where I would stop burning my mouth on hot foods. But apparently not. I mean, I've been eating it nearly my entire life. But alas, I was eating a taquito the other day. Yes, and a taquito is like a taco with an ito on the end. And I put that bad boy right into my mouth and scalded the roof of my mouth. So bad, you get the little skin roll for the next day.
Yeah.
On the roof
That's
of
on
your
you,
mouth.
though.
It's completely on me because
That's
I
on
saw
you.
all the gooey insides sticking out, and I thought, it's fine. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I hate that, man. Burning your mouth. There's
You
nothing
said
more
it.
insulting. There's nothing more
But
insulting.
yeah, no, I had a enjoyable celebration weekend. It was fun.
Enjoyable celebrating, but not guacamole.
Not
though.
guacamole day. Hell no. I went to, you'll love this.
Yes.
I went to go visit my brother, and my friends came out. We went golfing and had a great time over in Liberty County, which is like a rural area
Uh-huh.
east of where we are now. And my brother is he's just sheriff out there, and he's like, hey, you want to go to Gator Fest? And I was like, what the hell is Gator Fest?
Don't have to ask me twice.
And he's like,
Say
well,
less, please.
it's a 3-day thing, and I'm meeting up a bunch of other cops, and I want to take my daughter, and it's gonna be on Sunday. I'm like, yeah, I'll stick around. And next thing I know, we got like VIP access because sheriffs, cops,
Because of course.
And then next thing I realized, it's like, oh, that's why they call it Gator Fest, because it's a fishing tournament for gators. And they have like a huge stage for like Roger Krager played and all that kind of stuff, and Corey Mora, big name country artists were there the night before. So we were there the day after for the fishing part, and I saw these airboats coming in
Yeah, you did.
filled with gators,
Yeah.
and they were just putting them on forklifts, dead gators.
Was this like the Louisiana Navy or whatever they call them?
I don't know. And I saw almost a 500-pound gator.
Did you wrestle one? Did you ride one
No,
like
they're all
bareback?
dead. All of them have bullet holes in their faces. And
They do.
well, it's a fishing tournament.
That doesn't sound like fishing. That sounds like murder.
Well, what do you think when you turn in fish?
Well, you're eating. I guess you can eat alligator too.
Gator was everywhere. You can eat it.
Nasty.
I had a bunch of gator, but it was just surreal to see that many gators in one sitting, and they were just throwing them on
Which means
forklifts.
they live around here amongst us.
Well, apparently it's in Anahuac. I don't know if you ever heard of the town Anahuac, but apparently it's a real problem there.
Well, you're getting pretty rural. You're getting deep.
Yeah, and it was awesome. I saw a 500-pound gator that was missing an arm because something else gnawed it off. It was like an old wound. And I was just
The
like,
OG right there.
yeah. And I
And
was,
it with a few shells. Yeah.
well, I mean, like, I wonder if that was like the myth gator on the
right.
land because he didn't have an arm. But it was surreal. It was really cool to hang out there, and it was a just total surprise. And I was like, all right, this is cool. This is cool. I like this. These are my people right here.
Seems 3 days seems a bit excessive for a Gator Fest, but maybe not.
Well, I think
maybe it's just right.
It's like their county fair. You know how some all town, like when you drive into town, it's like a big old banner over the main street. Like that's what it was. It's like, oh, look, Gator Fest. Oh, so this is a big deal, huh? And it's like, oh yeah, they love this thing. And then it was just gator food everywhere. I had like gator pistolets. I had gator on a stick. I had gator tacos. And I was just like,
Did you burn the roof of your mouth?
no, I'm not an idiot. But yeah, it was nice to spend time. One thing I learned this weekend, so my niece is in a wheelchair. And if you have a little sweet princess in a wheelchair, you can pretty much go anywhere you want and get anything free. And it was baller. I was sitting there because like every carnival ride she wanted to go on, get that sweetheart up here.
I'm glad you could use her disability to
So
your
I
advantage.
rode all the rides with her because someone had to be with her, and I was like, this is great.
You're like, what are you doing next week? And I need to get it first on a plane ride.
No, yeah, 100%. And she was loving it, and I was like, this is hilarious to me because I was sitting there going like, how am I going to work this one out? And they're like, oh, just bring her up here. I'm like, okay, cool. And then
I'm glad to see you were making the most out of a bad situation.
Well, my favorite part was when the gators, she wanted to see a live one.
Well, too bad.
And I was like, I don't think it's going to work out, sweetheart. Because
See, that's not the way this fest works.
yes. And one guy was nice enough. He's like, oh, do you want to see one? And she's like, okay. And he literally, this is what he does. Comes over the fence, just goes over to like, they have a cooling truck.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're loading all the not small gators because they're still processing them and doing for their skin and their meat. He just carries this little gator about, I don't know, a yard long and just throws it over the fence. He's like, there you go.
Just add that to the pile.
And I just wheeled her over. And we're just looking at this dead gator. I pick it up. I'm like, "Rah." It was so good. She's 7 years old, by the way, but it was just so funny.
She's not traumatized at all.
Oh, no, she's like, oh my gosh. And yeah.
Teach them young. Well, I'm glad you got to enjoy.
So that was a lot
What
of
did you
fun.
call it? Gator Fest?
It's called Gator Fest. I encourage anyone in the Texas area to make a little trip out there. It was a lot of fun. Everyone was really nice, and I can't say what happened the night before because it felt you had that feeling like, oh, I bet there was a party here.
No, yeah.
A lot of people.
Gator party. Ain't no party like a gator
And then
party.
they had airboats. You can ride airboats. You ever ridden an airboat before?
I haven't, but that sounds awesome.
It was awesome.
Those are the ones that kind of go over the marshy areas, the real low-lying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then like
great.
Well, it was great seeing all the trucks line up to get their gators out because gators are heavy, and so it was a well-coordinated event getting all those gators out.
Well, I guess if there's less gators to attack the people, I support this. I support this event.
Yeah, no, I think it's one of those. My brother was trying to explain to me there was some crazy ratio for like every one human, there's like 6 gators or something like that, or 5 gators.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's 40,000 people that live in that town. So you can imagine how many gators are just
Now, can you
hanging out.
Can you shoot a gator from a helicopter with an AR?
I think you can.
That'd be great.
I think you can do anything from a helicopter.
This is true. This is true.
Well, you know what? That got me thinking too. You know when you see helicopters, my brother is getting his helicopter license, so we're talking, he's showing me stuff. And I go, no one really knows what's going on with helicopters.
A common conversation I've had with people.
Because like when people see it, they're always reporting, oh, they're doing maneuvers with the Army. And I'm like, I don't know if that's even an Army helicopter. Like that could
You have
just
to be care flight.
Yeah, or it could just be like a news chopper or like an enthusiast.
Or he's trying to keep us all safe from gators.
Yeah, or that. Or that.
He's hunting, fishing, whatever you called it.
I did see a sugar daddy there. That was great.
I expected that at a place like that.
And
how could you tell, by the way?
Well, because he was probably in his 70s, and he looked like a guy who lived out there. And the woman with him was a like 30-something Asian girl with like dolled up in a dress and high heels. And I'm thinking, why the hell would you wear high heels out here?
So you immediately started searching for real estate in Liberty County. Like, this is where I need to go.
No, it was
this is how the other
I
half
think
lives.
it was in Grimes County. I think that's
Whatever. Man after your own heart there, though. Did you go up and dab him up?
No, I was on the private side of the fence. He's on the.
Did he have a lot of jewelry? Like gator-inspired jewelry?
He looked like a grandpa.
Like necklace with teeth?
He wore the cargo shorts with a tucked-in shirt, belt, and like penny wafers or what you want to call it.
This story would be way cooler if he had like gator boots and a gator hat. Check out my underwear. gator skin inspired. That's how you get the young ladies apparently out there in Liberty or Grimes County.
I was kind of shocked. I was like, that's kind of interesting, but
Well, cool. I'm glad you had a good time.
it wasn't Grimes County. It was something else. Sorry.
So I was filling up my car with gasoline the other day, Dick. I do this from time to time
Mm-hmm.
because eventually the gas tanks go empty. And it made me think about, man, what would it be like if I had an electric car? Wouldn't have to do this anymore, right? Of course, you'd have to get your house retrofitted or whatever to be able to plug in. But then I thought about it. If I had an electric car, I think my low battery anxiety would be really bad. Because I kind of already get it with my phone when it hits about 20%, and I'm not like super addicted to my phone. But I can imagine if my car was running on battery, as soon as it got to about 40%, I'd be starting to get a little nervous. Like, this is the vessel that's supposed to not leave me stranded on 290. And I'm thinking, oh my God, it's at 40%. Are you getting nervous, Andrew? In my weird car voice. I'm like, it's at 40%. Are you scared you won't make it to your destination?
You got you audience of one. That's for sure. Scary life of Andrew by himself.
How do you feel about your battery, Andrew?
Yeah, but you would already kind of know what you're driving. That's like kind of the benefit of electric cars. You're not supposed to take it across the country. You're supposed to be like, oh, I'm just going to work, so I know it's like 10% of my
I think
battery.
if that's all you're doing, it's okay. But hey, man, freedom, bruh. I'd like to be able to think I can just get in my car right now and drive until I can drive.
Well, I wouldn't get an electric car for your freedom drives.
Yeah, that's.
I know it's doable, but it's still kind of.
Yeah, you got to really plan out a cross-country trip. And I'd be scared you get to that one destination like, power's out.
I never thought about that, but you know,
Then you're stranded. Then what do? Call Elon.
pull out a solar panel. I don't know.
Get on the back of one of them gators out there in rural county.
Shoot. but yeah. Okay, cool. Okay.
Dick, are you the type person that gets samples at an ice cream shop? So when you walk in, do you know exactly what you're going to get, or you go?
Yeah, I'm one of those. Anything
I'd
with
like
peanut
a
butter.
sample of that,
Anything with
please.
peanut butter. The only time I do a sample is if it's some wild flavor. I'm like, I just kind of want to try what that is.
Okay. Yeah,
I had no intention of getting that, but I was like, it sounds pretty weird. I'll try it.
unless you really like it, right?
No, I'll always go back. Like, why would you not want peanut butter?
Because peanut butter's that's your jam, right?
Anything with peanut butter is my jam.
Okay. There's a lot of jokes there. I typically don't do samples, but every now and again, no
Okay.
big problem. No big deal. Because, yeah, you're right. Sometimes there might be something exotic, maybe a guava melon or something. Like, I'll try that. But I do think at these ice cream shops, we need to limit it to one sample per. Because I have been in the line before, happened to me recently.
Everyone's trying like 9.
Yeah, well, that's good. No, but can I try that one over there? How about this one? Lady, move on. We're all back here waiting to get our ice cream.
I would get in front of her. I'd be like, hey, can you just give me a cone with peanut butter?
Sample per. I just didn't know if that was one of your deals or not, because that is highly annoying, man.
No, dude, I don't go to ice cream places at all. I kind of want ice cream. I'm craving it, so I'm getting it for this weekend. But I'm not going to.
Peanut butter, huh?
I'm going to do something.
Mint chocolate chips right up there, though. That's a good one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you put bananas in there, too?
Put a lot of things, but I have it. Melt some Toblerones.
Ooh, you're getting fancy.
Yeah, I know what I like. Those hazelnuts hit the spot. But yeah.
Interesting. All right, buddy, let's go ahead and kick off the show. We got to keep this show tight today. We are a little tight on time, but we're going to do it.
Yeah, I got a haircut.
I saw that. I was waiting here in the studio for you to get out of the beautician.
Well, I was working outside all weekend, golfing and doing stuff, and I was like, it's just too hot to have this hair down
I
past
love
my
the
shoulders.
I love the layers you did. It's very Jen Aniston. I love it, man.
I don't know.
It's very pretty.
I
It
do
really
li-
shapes your face.
I do like the conversation I have with Ashlyn, who is a good friend of mine. She cuts my hair. Been cutting for like 12 years. Every year I get a haircut. And she's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know, just cut it.
Just make me look beautiful.
And you don't tell hairstylists that.
Yeah, because then they're going to be like, ooh, for the next hour.
Or they're going to be like, you're going to hate it. I'm like, I don't care. I just need it.
You're the one person that probably won't care. Oh.
Well, she made a joke. It's like, yeah, if you want to keep it a little longer, you might look like a girl. And I'm like, I don't care. People, that's like a thing.
Say less.
That's like a thing today. I might get a discount.
Right, exactly.
So, I don't know.
A new TikTok trend is encouraging University of Albany, that's Albany, New York, students to urinate outside while other students try to catch them.
Oh, I love this.
Did not have
This is
this
good.
on my TikTok bingo card, because oftentimes we talk about new TikTok trends, trying to guess what they were or are
You
going
know how
to
many
be.
times I would be faking people out? Like I'd go up to a tree and just kind of like do the little spread, and then be like, "Oh, we got you." I'm like, "Doing what?"
Doing what? I'm just admiring the bark on this redwood.
Yeah.
Well, both groups, the secret urinators and those searching for them, are posting videos of their efforts on TikTok using the hashtag
That's great.
SUNY Pissers.
I think that's what the internet is for. This exact thing.
The trend has spread to many SUNY campuses and not just Albany.
You were gonna start doing this?
But it's gotten to the point where the police are having to investigate because obviously urinating out in public, Dick, in case you're not aware, is against the law. But yes, they determined that one student's video was a fraud, however. He was using water bottle to make it appear as though he was answering the call of nature, they decided. But yes, this is where our youth are today. I'm going to go out and videotape myself taking a whiz and see if other people can find me. This is greatness, man. And here, what did we say that we thought the new TikTok trend's going to be? We had a list of a few. I don't think this one was on there. It says students have posted videos of themselves urinating on the college's football fields, directly on the logo, and on benches in the center of the academic buildings. You know what's funny, though, is one of these young adults, is going to be in a position of power someday. And he will have had a video of himself pissing on an academic building.
I still have a thing where I like to pee off things.
Continue.
Well, it's just like if there's like a cool mountain, and I'm like, man, it'd be cool to piss off that mountain.
Uh-huh. Right.
So like I think the coolest place I ever pissed off of was certain areas of the state still have those old train cargo pickups. You know what I'm talking about? Like the old style where they would like hang stuff and the train would catch it.
I'm not
So
sure.
like,
Actually, no, I'm stuck on this sentence of the coolest place I've ever pissed from.
No, it's like they're little platforms that go over like where the train goes, and that's where they used to hang like the mail or something. That's how like they would pick
and the
up
train
mail.
would zoom through, and they'd have somebody
Like a
just
claw.
reach out.
They have like a little hook, and it would pick it up.
Okay,
Well, they're still there,
then you pissed on it.
and so we were out, we were camping, and I was like, man, if there's a train coming, I'm running over there and pissing on a train, and I did. And it was awesome because you can imagine this train's going like, I don't know, 40 miles an hour, however fast trains go below your feet. And it's like pitch black and you're just taking a leak.
Uh-huh.
That was a good one.
Man, that sounds awesome. You know, you could have added to the story and pissed on a dead alligator this weekend, but no.
That would be kind of wild.
No.
I did this weekend when I was golfing, I used the force and I forgot how many snakes there are. I watched a frog and a snake fight while I was peeing. That was interesting. It's probably from here to you. And I was like, look at that.
That's like the Discovery Channel.
It was kinda cool.
In ultra 4K high def.
The snake was jumping in the air after the jumping frog. And I was like, get him.
Yeah.
And
Pissed on him.
And I'm just pissing. And I'm like, and then I immediately had that thought to go, if there's a snake right there, there's probably a snake closer.
Where does this is true. Where does that pissing experience rank?
Oh,
Number
at the
2, maybe?
bottom.
Oh, at the bottom. Wow, you've had a lot of really cool peeing experiences. Then.
Oh, yeah, dude. I've
Yeah, you are experienced, huh?
oh, yeah. Like,
you need to start recording these apparently
there's-
because it's a hot TikTok trend.
yeah, one time I pissed off a high dive. That was interesting.
Into
The pool, hopefully. I don't know. I mean, you were pretty high. I'm talking about like the high.
Couldn't
high,
hear it
like
hit,
the
huh?
Olympic high dive.
what's wrong with you?
And I was like, oh, that'd be cool.
No, it's not, Dick.
Well, that's you're young and you're just kind of like, oh, I wonder what that would be like.
You're right. I don't have that experience, so you got that one on me.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other places. It'll come to me. Yeah.
Well, apparently not everybody's very happy
a
about
water tower.
on it or in it. That is ironic if you think
Climbed a
about
water tower, and I'm like, I got to take a piss. I'm not walking down.
it. That is what we call full circle.
Yeah. It was good. That was a good one. What else is there?
I'm gonna move on. I had no idea.
6-story building. Did that.
Was it a school book depository?
No, it was like an abandoned building in Abilene, and I was like,
Oh man, look at that broken window. Makes me have to pee.
Okay.
A nurse in Kentucky has gone viral after performing CPR on a raccoon that had passed out drunk after eating too many fermented peaches.
yeah, it's their thing, right?
Well, I mean, trash pandas, they'll eat anything. And apparently this was back behind like a a distillery where they were making whiskey and things that are infused with fruit, and they were just putting all the fruit that had been sitting inside this distillery, inside the whiskey casks, into the trash. And
I showed you the video of the hog.
the raccoons, right? Similar
Same
story.
thing, yeah.
Similar story. Well, she goes out. Misty Combs, a worker at the Leecher County Health Department, said her motherly instincts kicked in. And she decided to try and save this drunk raccoon who had stopped breathing. Now that's news to me.
Mouth to mouth, huh?
I didn't realize that you could drink so much that you stop breathing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I understand people will choke on their own vomit and things like this, but bro, I got so hammered last night I just stopped breathing for a few minutes. It was great.
Yeah, they might need a CPAP machine or something.
I guess. Now, I will say it's probably one of these situations where she only saved the animal because it's cute. But if this were like some river nutria, I don't like his odds.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, I was like, that would be my first reaction to give a raccoon CPR, but like, that's a dead
I
raccoon.
don't think it's mouth to mouth. I think she's just giving it a little hoofa, hoofa.
So did he save the life of the raccoon?
He sure did. Kenny Toad, he was like, damn, I'm drunk.
And he's like, who the hell is this human?
Yep. I went over there and I was like, we have to get him out. Because this is in Kentucky. I've got to make sure I say it just like a native Kentuckian. I guess that was just like the motherly instinct in me. It kicked in. I seen that mom and she was trying to get her babies to come back, but she didn't know what to do. Probably because the mama was drunk as hell as well, man. Sounds like we have an entire
Like,
family.
you wake up and your whole family's dead.
I guess so. Like I said, I think this just needs to be a lesson to you, Dick. You can drink so much that you stop breathing.
Okay.
And here's the thing is, these raccoons have no idea. So they're just eating for nutrition.
Yeah.
So they're going to eat until they get full. I imagine the scene right before they passed out was probably comical.
Yeah. Can you imagine working at that brewery and be like, man, why do you keep finding dead animals everywhere?
I think you kind of figure it out. A California woman named Isis Wharton has been notified by the State Department of Motor Vehicles that she must give up her personalized license plate that says,
ISIS.
I am ISIS, because the agency said it could be interpreted as an expression of support for the ISIS terror group.
Well, you gotta be an idiot to do that, though.
But yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. This woman knows what she's doing. Now, she does have that out of like, well, it's just my name. It's just my name. Yeah, I'm sure it is, lady.
Yeah, they wouldn't
But
let me.
most people are not going to know that.
They're like, I tried to get my license plate with Dick, and they wouldn't let me have any fun. Like, I did like big D. They wouldn't
Couldn't
let
have
me do
any
that.
fun with Dick.
I would did like small D,
Right, very appropriate.
and then like LK, like looking for fun D. You know, I was like, I wonder how can I get Dick on a license plate? They wouldn't let me.
You ever pee on a license plate? That's one way of getting Dick on a license plate. A part of you.
I don't know. I never
I just think she knows what she's doing. She's inviting confrontation.
abandoned airplane. I've done that off the wing of an abandoned airplane. I was in a old school like American Airlines graveyard. These like medium sized planes. And I was just like, I want to pee off that.
Places you find yourself in.
I mean, I'm a big fan of small towns because there's always something weird going on.
Small town, small
Like-
airlines.
Like
small aircraft.
I'm driving with my brother and he goes, "Hey, you want to see the Dezeto sinkhole?"
Oh, did you pee in it?
And I immediately go, "Where is it?"
Yes, I do want to see it.
Yeah.
You should have recorded yourself and see if there's a chicken in there or running around. Throw it in there.
throw-
That's a callback to an old episode.
Throw a
man.
gator in there, man. No.
Just throw a chicken in the sinkhole. God, that was a great episode. That's like 2 years ago, man. Well, Wharton says she was named after the Egyptian goddess Isis. And she bought the personalized plate in 2022, paying the required fee, and she has renewed it each year without issue until now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised no one really messed with her car.
That's what I'm thinking. Because, if I see an I am ISIS, I'm not the type person who's inclined to go and, piss on it or something. But it wouldn't surprise me that somebody does. Like I said, I think she's looking for attention. Well, she definitely got it. She said she's proud of her name, and I'm proud that it's on my car. I like driving it around. I think it looks cool. Well, not cool anymore because they have said,
Yeah.
no more. No more ISIS for you.
There you go. Living in a communist country, man. Fascism.
That's right, bro. Most people don't view the act of skipping a stone across the water as a particularly serious endeavor.
Ooh, cool.
However, there are plenty of enthusiasts who take great pride in their ability to do just that, and some of them ended up at the center of a scandal this weekend, Dick, that led to multiple people being disqualified from the World Stone Skimming Championships. That's right. There is such a thing as the World Stone Skimming, or Stone Skipping, as we probably say here in the United States, Championships.
Look at that. Dude, 88 skips.
But
2014.
unfortunately,
Look at this guy.
there were some people who were caught cheating. Now, how do you think you might cheat at the stone throwing or stone skipping competitions?
Not throw a stone, but throw like a man-made object.
Well, the rule states that you must pick up a rock and has not been altered in any way. Well,
They probably had sandpaper on their like.
they rounded the edges and made them smooth and such so that they could get an unfair advantage. But it sounds as though these cheaters, these stone-throwing cheaters, didn't even win. But as you said, the winner this year, did he, was it 88 skips?
That was in 2014.
That was in 2014. Oh, yes. It says in 2013, the GOAT, known as the Mountain Man, set a world record with a rock that skipped across 88 times. Okay, so that is the world record. But I say, let's take a page out of the steroid Olympics and just let them cheat. Just let them alter the stones any which way they want and see how many skips we can get. 150, 200. Hell, why don't we get them on steroids and have them alter the rocks? Those things will never stop. They won't be able to find a body of water big enough to stop it. That is pretty impressive, though. How many times do you think you could skip one, Dick?
I would say 15.
You think so?
Yeah. Look at this guy. Boom.
I'm sure there's a certain technique. I don't... Oh, that did not... Yeah, that petered out. Now, watching this person throw the stones in the water, Dick, does this make you want to pee in it?
No.
No, you're doing very good. A lot of restraint.
Look at that.
Whoa.
That was bad.
That's probably a bad one because it just hit the water and then went up about, 15 feet into the air and then just gave one more skip. So I guess the idea here is to keep it low and have it just skitter.
How many throws does this kid get?
I don't know. And who's keeping count? Because some of those are so hard to tell how many skips it's doing. I wonder if they have some sort of advanced software that they're watching with a camera and they can sort of AI it to tell how many skips.
As high as 35.
It had to have been that last one because his first two sucked. This kid doesn't... Ooh, that's good. Oh, I wonder if he's one of the cheaters.
Look at this. This is great.
Yeah, and of course, this is on ESPN
36.
Ocho. The Ocho, baby.
36 skips.
Oh, man. I would love to go to one of these. I think this is funny. Now, there's no money in this as far as I know.
Bragging rights, dude.
That's right. It's good
43
old-fashioned
skips. This
bragging
guy.
rights. I think I'd throw my arm out,
Look
though.
at this guy. He's got a whole technique. He's like,
Dude, he's in sandals and jeans. I think any competition that you can be in, like, Tevas and a pair of Levi's and still be world-class, that's my kind of sport.
yeah, I'm down.
Kurt Steiner, the best one in the world, apparently. He's known as the Wayne Gretzky of competitive stone skipping. Where did this competition take place? In Greece? Is that where it said? I know it said somewhere.
This one,
I don't think they're over here in the good old United States.
whatever.
Well, they need to be. It's my point. An AOO-sponsored stone skipping competition.
No, I like that one we found where it was the egg The egg competition was in Italy, right?
Egg competition?
Yeah, where one guy would have to run like half a marathon or something, and with an egg in his hand.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
right.
the other guy had to pick up like 120 eggs that were like 3 yards apart.
Yeah, and see who could do it faster or something like that. Yeah, those are great sports.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, man, it's a pretty good time to take a break. When we come back, we're going to discuss a near miss of epic proportions. Right here on the Audience of One, guys. Stick around.
Every Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Gold Lake Conroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas Ticket.
Oh, yeah. We are back. We are back, my friends, with Audience of One here on Lone Star Community Radio quick plug for the station. We're a nonprofit radio station, so every show is available just for sponsorship and donations, especially Audience of One.
Especially.
You just visit us on our show page at irlonestar.com/AOO. And also, you can always email your funny articles to Andrew on Facebook or audienceofoneshow@gmail.com. And we release a new episode every Friday at 10 a.m. on podcasts, YouTube, Lone Star Community Radio. Just look for Audience One Show. You'll find it also on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and of course, worldwide live streaming at irlonestar.com. And we're back for the second part.
So professional. It's like a radio
Yeah.
profesh.
Yeah.
It's a fun little break.
Well,
Story time during the break with you is always entertaining.
Imagine.
Not for air, but always entertaining.
I always got something going on. It's funny you say that,
no
Profesh. I think I mentioned it to you before. I was emceeing a couple events, and one of them was the
Master of Ceremony.
Master of Ceremonies, and it was an all-day event for a fundraiser for Crawfish, but it was for pulmonary hypertension. I can't remember the whole thing, but they wanted me to keep saying it. And I was sitting there going like, all right, thanks for coming out for the Pulmonary Hypertension Association, like disorder. I was sitting there, I was like, this is the hardest word to say, and what like trying to make sense, and then like just eat your crawfish.
Right.
But that's one of those funny things where you're sitting there reading off your science articles, trying to sound smart. Imagine.
I'm sure you nailed it every time,
I mean, I might have.
or half the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I called it pH. I was like, just donate to pH. Dog.
pH levels, bruh.
Yeah. Well, welcome back to Audience of One.
That's right. And if you'd like to have your business or company mentioned in the middle of this, you can do a quick shout out too. We offer those.
We offer
You
those.
want to be associated with this crazy show. Dick, I never used to use the snooze on alarm clocks. But as I've gotten a little older, I kind of do now. And I got to tell you, I have never once woken up after that 7 additional minutes and felt like, yeah, that did the trick. Glad I did that. So rested now. Snooze, I think, makes everything worse. But now I've gotten into such a habit of hitting the snooze that I can't stop. And I don't think it's doing any good for me.
That's on you.
Who invented the snooze? And how did we come up with like 7 minutes or 8 minutes? You know, it's like, for me, if it's going to do anything, it's got to be another half hour.
You can set that.
Yeah, I suppose you can on some, yeah, how long the snooze option is. Are you a snoozer, or you just bounce right out of bed when the alarm clock goes off?
I do whatever I want, man. If I get up.
When's the last time you set an alarm?
That's very true. Like this morning, I got up around 5:30, and I moved around.
And then went to bed, but go ahead.
And then I was like, oh, I don't have to get up right now. I'm going to go back to bed. And
I'm guessing the last time you set an early clock was for your flight to El Salvador.
no, I made sure that flight was at like 11. I didn't have to.
So you still had to set an alarm.
No, I get up naturally around 5:30, 6:30, and if I have to do something, I'll get up. But if I don't have to do something, I'll go to sleep. And most of the time, that's because of my dog, because my dog knows how to wake me up.
She's your alarm clock.
And she's my alarm clock. If I don't get out of bed and within 30 minutes, she's in bed tackling me.
Come on, Dick. You got some cool stuff to piss on today.
Yeah.
Come on.
She does
Today's
too.
a whole new day.
She does too.
This is true.
So,
Maybe she's just taking her cues from you.
oh, 100%. And then, but yeah, so I never had a problem with that, to be honest. Never. Even like when I went to school, never had a problem.
I never did either. It's only a more recent thing.
Yeah.
As now
Well, the snooze is just annoying.
it is. That's why I've never liked it. But now all of a sudden I can't stop.
It's probably because I grew up with those Nickelodeon alarm clocks. You ever seen that Nickelodeon alarm clock?
No, I grew up with the NFL ESPN phone.
Dude, let me see if I can find the alarm clock noise. It was the most annoying thing. So I always like,
No, I always had the. So I guess there are two different types of alarm clock people. There's the people who set it to the FM, so you can have a nice Mariah Carey song come on and wake you
here
up,
it is.
or you can just have the. I was a buzz kind of guy. I never did the radio.
Yeah, so this is a special radio my mom got me when I was young, and this is what it sounded like.
Oh yeah, crank it.
You ready?
Yeah. Interesting.
Now watch.
Yeah.
It gets worse.
I don't see how. Oh God. But this would make you want to get out of bed. Does this bring back some memories?
and that'll be on repeat.
Nice.
So,
No, I'm not familiar with that.
So-
Kind of sounds familiar, but I don't think I'm
but
familiar
yeah,
with
that
that
was
as an alarm.
one of those alarm clocks in the 90s, and I was like, never again. Never again.
Well, I think it's because, you're traumatized. That's exactly what it was.
Mm.
Dick, have you ever had your shoes shined while you are still wearing them?
Yeah.
I figured you and your highfalutin nature, you would have done this. I can't bring myself to ever do this.
I did it out of boredom.
Right? Just you're bored, or you feel like the guy shining the shoes was
Well,
bored?
I forget where we were. We were in some small town, and then they had a leather shop, and I was waiting like on my mom or something. I was like, you know what? This guy's right here. I'm going to talk to this guy for a little bit. And I started talking to him, and I was like, oh, you're shining shoes? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay.
You wearing some old Reeboks?
No, I was wearing my boots. So I was like,
Yeah, you have to be wearing a shoe that can be shined, first
Yeah.
of all. And so many people these days don't realize the brilliance of super shiny shoes,
I guess.
how snazzy they are.
That's
No,
good.
I've never done that before because I feel like it would be really awkward. You know, where you have somebody down there shining your shoes.
I loved it. I
and
was
you're like,
talking to the guy.
more shine, please. A little bit more on the right side.
No.
Just feels very masculine.
We already covered like the haircut. I'm like, yeah, you're the specialist. I'll just let you do whatever you want. So
Okay.
he's doing the boots. Go for it, dude.
I don't know. I think like nails are acceptable, but something about shining shoes just feels like I'm commanding someone to do something. So what I would used to do when I worked in a downtown environment where I had my shoes shined is I would drop them off. The guy had a little station there where you could stand there and have him do that while you stare at him awkwardly from this perch, or you could just drop your shoes off. I always just drop them off, and he would repair the sole. Do a nice little shine on it. It's great. Oh,
My
man.
parents used to operate a shoe hospital. They called it the Houston Shoe Hospital.
This is true. I did not know if you wanted to
So I
divulge
got-
this information on air.
So the shining stuff I get because I used to clean all the leather and do stuff like that. So it's not that big of a deal.
The little hammer and nail on the heels of the
Yeah.
lady's shoe.
Yeah.
Could you fix my shoes right now if I brought you a broken heel, Dick?
No.
You can just whiz on it.
Well, I don't know why you're like stuck on that, but it's off of high places. It's not just like objects. I don't piss on objects.
Oh, okay.
It's gotta
it's
be-
not on. It's from. I
It's
forget. Sorry.
Like, yeah, and I'm like, you clearly missed the whole point of why I divulged that information. 'Cause
Off of an airplane wing, not on an airplane wing. Got
Yeah.
it.
I'm not a dog where I'm like marking territory,
I don't know.
but geez.
Oh my god.
But
Sorry. I just
yeah.
it really cracked me up.
Oh no, it's weird because it's just one of those things where I'm like, I'm gonna go do that, and I'll go do it.
Interesting. You know, I got to see the Pixies in concert
Yeah.
last weekend, or was it the weekend before? I meant to talk about this last week, and I did not. Last minute invite from a friend of mine. Shout out, Eric. Thank you for the invite to the Pixies. And if you're not really familiar with who they were kind of an alt rock band from the 90s into the 2000s. They still make music, I think newer music, but of course their heyday was in the 90s. Man, it was awesome. Went out there to
Because you're an old person, nostalgic.
yes,
I get
everything was ADA compliant. It was wonderful. Got to see a few gauges about the size of a tennis ball. Those are interesting. Never a good look, man. You know what I say? You know what I mean when I say gauges, like the earring loops.
Yeah.
Never understood those. But the music was good, man. They still rock. I highly suggest checking out the Pixies if you haven't done so already. This is for all of our younger listeners.
Oh, I was like, why are you sharing this story?
I don't know, I just thought it was
Run
great
across,
because
like,
I
a
was
weird
never really
thing?
like a huge fan. I was aware of some of their bigger hits.
That's because
But
you
when
don't
go
get
see-
out.
I don't. I'm locked in my house, slaving
Yeah.
away, shining shoes.
You're like fresh air. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
people.
No, it was good. I'm glad I got to go. I'm just more. Of
I'm
a
surprised you
shout-out.
didn't start complaining about it.
Who says I didn't?
That's true.
What is that funny smell in the air?
Oh, that's my favorite.
I bet it was.
Yeah.
Pilots from Spirit Airlines Flight 1300, Dick, received several warnings from air traffic controllers to move their aircraft away from Air Force One, who was carrying President Donald Trump and his First Lady Melania the other day. So this is pretty interesting. There was a Spirit flight that was traveling from Fort Lauderdale, Florida to Boston over the weekend, and apparently they got really, really close to the big man, the big guy. And so air traffic controller, doing what they do, said, Flight 1300, you need to adjust your altitude. They didn't respond. They pinged him again, no response.
Okay.
Pinged him again, no response. Until finally they said, oh yeah, gotcha. It's basically what it is they've got to move to a higher or lower elevation because they were coming in basically at the same elevation and they were within 6 or 7 miles of Air Force One. And the rumor that's going around is perhaps this flight Spirit captain was distracted by his iPad. Now, this is probably an iPad that they use for flying. I doubt he's like playing Candy Crush on his own iPad, but kind of scary that this guy did not respond after 3 or 4 times. Could have possibly flown right into Air Force One.
Oh, you might have hit the off switch on accident. There's so many switches.
There are, oh dang, what's this one do? I never know.
Yeah.
Kind of scary. Just makes me wonder how often these things happen and we never know about it, but we know this time because it involves the president.
Yeah, can you imagine that fourth warning? It's like, hey, you're about to get shot down.
That's what I was thinking too. If you get close enough, if they're like, okay, we've got 220 innocent passengers on board. Do you risk all of their lives?
Are they innocent?
Yeah, they're all willing accomplices.
Yeah.
Audio captured by liveact.net. I guess this is a website that tracks audio for flights. You can be heard saying, Spirit 1300, turn 20 degrees to the right. Air traffic controller, turn 20 degrees to the right. Nothing. Pay attention, Spirit, turn 20 degrees to the right. Nothing.
Riveting.
Yeah, I just find that interesting that this could have been disastrous, all because a guy was distracted by his...
Well, that's his excuse, right? He wasn't just naked in the bathroom on drugs.
Seems like it'd be more logical,
Yeah.
more likely.
Yeah.
Dick, have you ever had Costco wine?
No.
I have heard that Costco wine, pretty good for its value, right? For its dollar amount. They're anywhere from $10, $11, $12. Well, apparently Costco has issued a safety alert over one of their Kirkland brands. I guess that's their store brand. One of their signature Prosecco wines that may shatter and explode without warning.
That's awesome.
Even when left
That is awesome.
unopened. And they're saying, do not bring these bottles back to the store because we don't want them. They're potentially dangerous because people have been reporting just in their house, kaboom, explosions. Instead, open it or wrap it in a paper towel or a towel and gently place it in a trash receptacle. And then bring your receipts back to Costco and they will give you a full refund. And I'm thinking, I know what I would be doing. All them bottles of wine that I downed months ago that were just fine. Hey, man, stuff exploded.
Keep your bottles of wine?
No, you don't need the bottles. You just need the receipt.
Oh, true.
It says customers in Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, and North Dakota, Nebraska, Ohio, South Dakota, and Wisconsin.
That would be like one of those
Are subject to this
kind of thing,
Right?
right?
Kind of freaking out.
It's like, who broke the wine bottle? No one did. I don't believe anybody.
Yeah.
Someone did it.
And it's not, well, this is the wine that's lightly bubbled.
I don't know.
What do they call that?
Chardonnay?
Carbonated. It's kind of like champagne, but it's just lightly bubbled.
Prosecco.
Prosecco.
Yeah.
Prosecco. Kind of like a nice glass of Prosecco with a fish, perhaps. I don't know. But that would be kind of freaky. Have these things just boom.
I feel like my entire life, oh man, I'll be telling this story about this house is haunted and random wine bottle burst.
Yeah. Like I said, I think I'd be able to work the system there and get a couple free bottles. But that's just me.
Your average Costco member right there.
Dick, we talked about alligators earlier.
Yeah.
And how you went to the Alligator Fest.
Gator Fest.
Gator Fest. You got to say it like that, too. Well, I got a story
It's
about
not called Alligator Fest. It's called GatorFestTexas.com.
It's true. When you say gator, it does have a little bit more of a punch to it.
Yeah.
Alligator does sound like it might be friendly. Gator sounds like, ooh, could nip you.
Yeah.
Well, we have a story about an alligator. A Pennsylvania man's emotional support alligator can no longer accompany him inside of a Walmart after their recent trip to the store stunned shoppers. Now, I want you to show this picture of this man holding his emotional support alligator because it is quite funny. The alligator, I don't know, it appears to be maybe 4 feet. It's wearing a sweater.
And these websites you give me are just terrible.
The New York Post. I do think that putting the sweater on the alligator is a little bit like gaslighting. Like, hey, man, how dangerous can he possibly be? He's wearing a cardigan for crying out loud.
He's cute.
He is cute. He's wearing a cardigan. It's kind of like, you wouldn't hit a guy in glasses, would you? I don't know. It's like, yeah, I would if you were an asshat.
That is cute. Look at that little fur neck you got.
Yeah. Well, he was banned from the Walmart in West Brownsville, Pennsylvania, despite Silva claiming that their public outings had never been an issue in the past. We've gone to several restaurants. He said.
Yeah,
We've been to Denny's,
yeah.
where she's a star there. I don't know, man. I think this is a bit much. Because again,
cool, dude. That's
yeah.
cool.
Well, what did you see this weekend? A bunch of dead ones.
I saw one, the head. I couldn't believe how big that head was.
Bring that over here into East Texas. Somebody's liable to put I don't know, 38 right through his
There was a
skull.
lot of ball holes and cold.
Yeah. Don't bring your emotional support alligator around here, bruh. This red country around here. That's Pennsylvania.
I dig it.
It says in one
Good for
photo,
this guy.
the 30.
Good for this guy.
It
Is
says
he the onesie of the week? Because that's pretty ballsy.
actually. What did you scroll down and show the picture of the gator inside of the cart, inside of the shopping cart?
Oh, yeah.
He's wearing like a blue jean vest. It is actually a slightly, I mean, as far as gators go, a handsome gator. This young man. It says in one photo, the 32-pound pet wore a gray dress as Silva pushed her around in a shopping cart. Oh, it's a dress? It kind of looks like a blue jean jacket.
Yeah.
A separate photo showed, Jenna Shoei, that's the name of the gator, I guess, in a shirt with a harness. Silva said that the leashed reptile usually gets a warm welcome from people in public and was upset that Walmart banned his pet after images of their shopping trip surfaced. So it sounds like it was people not really necessarily involved or at said Walmart and said incident. It was people who were concerned citizens, or as you like to call them, Karens.
Sure.
I don't know, man. I couldn't keep an alligator as a pet. Couldn't do it, man. Although
I could.
I swear this little guy looks like he's even smiling in some of these pictures.
I mean, you got women giving CPR to a raccoon. You got, I mean,
This is an animal-filled episode.
yeah.
I will say I have seen little tiny
I've seen
baby
people-
alligators. They are
Awesome
cute.
pets. I've seen people take care of possums.
Yeah, that's gross. They're gross animals.
You like it.
Now, I have seen little baby alligators, and they are cute. The ones that are, like 5-6 inches long, they're kind of cute, I guess. I get baby anything is cute.
Fair enough.
Yeah, youth groups and students in, I believe this is called Nepal, took to the streets after their country's prime minister approved plans to ban social media platforms. How well do you think this went? Not very, because now the country is effectively being run over Discord.
Good.
Nepal experienced civil unrest as the youth of the South Asian nation made it clear how they felt about losing access to social media, including Facebook, WhatsApp, blah, 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 blah. And they had basically said, we're starting our own online. We're going to take this to the nth degree. We're starting our own online country, essentially. This is crazy. Have you heard of this at all? First of all, do you know what Discord is?
Yeah.
Do you have a presence on Discord?
Yeah. Well, I'm part of a couple channels.
Yeah, what goes on in Discord? Because I hear about it a lot, and
Basically-
it's usually only comes up in the news when something bad has happened.
No, it's just like a chat program, but it's handles large group conversations very well. And usually we use it, and also has a voice and video function, kind of like Zoom. And then I primarily use it for video games. So like if we were all playing World of Warcraft, we can still communicate. If we're not playing, we can still message everybody and send funny pictures and do that kind of stuff.
Okay, so it's mostly just for communication,
Yeah,
chat.
True. It's true.
Does video, or is it just text?
It's both.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can join, like when we would do raids and things, and I couldn't be there. But if I was like, somewhere else, I could just log into Discord and listen to the raid.
Yeah.
And just listen to how they're doing, see how the progression's going. I liked it.
Okay. All right. I'm not familiar with it. I need to come straight to the source here, the Discord source.
It's great, especially when I don't know, about a year ago, I got back into WoW and I made like 10 new friends. We're just chatting.
It says so far police have killed approximately 30 protesters, while demonstrators have set multiple government buildings on fire, which caused the prime minister to resign and flee the country. So now the country, being led by the military, which has enacted strict curfews in the capital. It's unclear who is expected to lead Nepal going forward, but the Nepalese have since digital versions of their national convention over Discord. Have held there, sorry. Yeah, so basically everything going on in the country from a government standpoint is being done on social media, which is the exact platform they were trying to outlaw. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I think it's great.
In a sad sort of way.
I think it's great.
I've got one more story, but I think I'm going to skip it. It's kind of macabre, man. It's kind of macabre. And you know what? We're just going to make this a short episode anyways because we've got a jet. We are on a timeline. And I think we're just going to jump. No one wants to hear about a guy who was killed at a baptism. It's just not a good story.
Now, if he was drowned, that'd be another thing.
No, he was shot. Just an odd place to shoot somebody. I
Yeah.
thought about bringing that there. But
Was
you
it
know
before he was baptized or after he was baptized?
I think it was after.
Okay, good. So he's good.
The shooting reportedly occurred after the victim confronted the suspect
That's
about
nuts.
firing a handgun earlier in the evening. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to do this story, and
Well, yeah, okay, quick hit.
yeah.
Let's
All
go to
right.
the quick
Anyways, quick hit here at the end of the show. Dick, do you know who Lonnie George Johnson
hit. No, I
is?
don't.
Well, he's still alive, born in 1949. He's an American inventor, as so many of these people that I bring to the segment are, an aerospace engineer and entrepreneur, best known for inventing the best-selling Super Soaker water gun in 1989. This is awesome. This dude, you don't think about things like that being invented by one person.
Yeah.
You always think of it being invented by like a corporation, a large toy company, Mattel or something. But this guy, Lonnie Johnson, invented the Super Soaker. He was formerly employed in the U.S. Air Force and NASA, where he worked at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Yes, it seems like you read something interesting about this man. Go ahead.
Well, my favorite one was the Super Soaker world because that's what fascinates me is because we talked about the Frisbee guy and the different names they had for it, and then who actually like won out on it and how much money. And the Super Soaker is interesting to me because Hasbro bought it from him,
Right.
and then I always wonder how much money does an inventor make from like if a Hasbro or Mattel or whatever come in and buy your toy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he apparently sued them for underpaid royalties because it's like, all right, I get a check every week or every month, whatever. And then I guess he's a smart dude. He's an engineer and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He got awarded $73 million from the lawsuit.
Well, they were saying at the height of their sales in 1991, the Super Soaker alone generated $200 million a year.
Well, it also says, according to the Hasbro, over the year, and this is 2013, they've gotten sales approaching $1 billion. But yeah, can you imagine being this guy and you're like, oh, I think I'm not getting paid enough, and then you get $73 million.
And what I think is interesting is this guy's like an aerospace engineer, and he worked on the Johnson Thermo electrical chemical converter system and all this stuff. He's really contributing. No one cares, dude. You invented a cool water gun.
Well, I think that's great cocktail party talk.
But I
It's
kind
like, you know what I did? What? Super Soaker, baby.
yeah, that really is. You know how I got my own island money? Water gun.
Yeah.
But I do think
No,
it's interesting.
it's not just a water
It's a
gun.
Super Soaker.
It's a super power drencher.
I do kind of
That's what he
feel
called it originally.
Super Drencher.
Super drencher.
That's-
Power drencher.
That's what you are. Urinating off of high elevation.
That's what I call it.
I do think it's interesting. I find that the Super Soaker is kind of like the Yeti of ice chests, right? All they did was just make the walls bigger and it can stay colder for longer. All the Super Soaker is, he's got a little bit stronger trigger and a big tank. Why didn't we think of this earlier?
It had more
Jet
stream. It had
propulsion.
more stream to it than like a normal water gun.
Correct. More pressure, more propulsion.
Yeah. Water guns are great.
They are great. I am a fan of said water gun. I believe I had a Super Soaker or two as a child. How about you? I'm sure you did.
I'm pretty sure I did.
They even made like rifle ones where you can put it
No,
up against your shoulder.
they had
backpacks,
backpack ones that were.
bazookas, and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, those are great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say it right now. I'm calling it. I'm calling it early. Lonnie Johnson, you are our audience of one onesie of the week. Sit back. Congratulate yourself, buddy.
I'm gonna
Count your
give-
millions.
I'm gonna give my onesie to Kaisley, my niece. We went to one of those dart throwing booths,
Still using her for your own benefit.
and the guy's like, he like whispers to us, he's like, "Hey, don't worry, I'll give her a prize. Don't worry if she didn't hit it,
Dude.
whatever." And so I take her out of the chair, we set her up right there on the bench, and she hits it.
See, she didn't need any
Yeah.
special
And I was like,
compensation
I
or
looked at the
whatever.
guy,
Like,
and the
yeah,
guy looked at me. He was like, we both went like this. I'm like,
that's right.
all right.
Suck it, man.
So
I would have told him, she don't need your charity,
yeah.
but we'll take us some if you're willing to put me in the front of the line.
Well, he's being nice.
I know he was.
So, But she got herself a reversible octopus, so she loved that.
Oh, like a stuffed animal?
Yeah.
Changes colors and then you flip it out on the other side?
Unhappy, happy. Unhappy, happy.
Oh, which one do you think she puts it on most?
The pink one, whatever the pink is.
Happy.
That's her favorite color.
Right. And then the purple's probably sad.
Blue.
Oh.
It actually looked mean. It didn't look sad. It looked mean.
It was pissed
I had the
off.
eyebrows like down. I was like, well, who wants this?
That's the calamari side.
Yeah. But yeah, way to go. I like this guy. This guy's great. It says he also has other patents, like 250 patents total, and the Super Soaker. And then he was also involved with the Nerf product line.
Well, he did say he also tore up as a child his sister's baby dolls to see what their eyes were made of and to see if they would close.
Are you serious?
So, yeah, it's a little bit of serial killer behavior in that, but that's okay. It ended up in Super Soaker, so it's okay.
I like it. Onesie. I guess I want to make a suit. Let's go get some Super Soakers, dog.
You really should. Throwback.
Yeah.
Maybe go shoot at some gators.
Put some gasoline in them.
Yeah, flamethrower.
Yeah, dude, we could do it. All right, Wednesday, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next Friday at 10 a.m. Again, I want to remind you, audienceofoneshow@gmail.com is the best way to send funny articles to Andrew, and we'll be featuring them on the next show. So if you have some wild stories, I love a good sinkhole story. Those are the best. Or like a guy living under your house. Those are good stories, People on airplanes doing wild stuff. What are stories that I really enjoy?
I don't know, man. You like them all or dislike
Or no,
them all?
people abandoning their families and then they show up 15 years later and they have a whole nother life. Those are great stories too.
Squatting.
People amputating their own legs for fetish reasons. That's another one.
Eunuchmaker.com, baby.
Unit Maker, baby. Bye-bye, Andrew.
Bye. We'll see y'all next week, guys.